What's up, everyone? We're here in LA. Hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend. I spent mine back home with my parents in Gaithersburg, Maryland, the house I grew up in, the house I played wall ball against. Today, we're doing a State of the League where we're going to drill down on the championship series, the what, the why, and the how. And the how on the fan experience is what tickets look like, what the fan experience is going to be like, how you can participate. But most importantly, at the end of this video, we're giving away 4 all-access passes. By the way, one shout out. This is to my boy Mario Carbone. He just rolled out a new line called Our Lady of Rocco. Thanks for sending that. Makes me look kind of professional. And then the second is, Brett, I haven't shown you this. When I was home, my dad had these old school magazines from when he grew up. These really incredible Sports Illustrated. Look at this one, 1955. So sick. Sugar Ray. I'm gonna get these framed. Old school Life magazines. Damn. Olympic Games, which I'm gonna segue back. Got my notes in front of me. The what? Our championship series. The reason why we're doing it is fourfold. One is in sports, especially at the league level, you want to expand. In the network business, they call it tonnage. So how many games you have a year on television, and then they boil it down on a per minute basis. They value your property on that based on the number of people who watch it. So we think about tonnage in a different way. Our money ball for the PLL versus other leagues. Do we just expand in the beginning or end? Maybe not. Let's add a new property. The second thing is continuing to grow the profile of our players and how much they can earn. So their wages, they get paid more to play in the championship series, and that's tied to the season, as you only get to play in it if you finish in the top 4, which I think is awesome. The third, going back to that old Life magazine, lacrosse used to be the Olympics in 1904, 1908, and then in LA in 1932. 70 years later, we're vying for that LA 2028 games, and we pitched to try to get in. As part of getting in, like rugby eventually did with rugby sevens, we've presented the sixes model. It's got to be played by the top players in the world. So it's a big part of lacrosse getting in the Olympics is a version of the game being played like the championship series. So keep that in mind. If we don't do championship series, if we don't do sixes, which was our blended embracing of that form of lacrosse, we may not get in the Olympics. I think that's really important to say. And then the last thing for our calendar, we have post Super Bowl. So NFL's over. We have the momentum of the NLL and college lacrosse season, end of February, beginning of March. We want to raise the conversation, be a part of that conversation, and have everyone enjoy lacrosse more as we enter the spring. And then ultimately our PLL season in summer 2023. So that is the what and basically the why. This is the how you can participate. Before we do that, Brett, one more call out to Olympics and World Games.
Oh,
I miss those days, man.
Here. Attack, but have the Rabil slips.
Shout out to our U.S. men's national soccer team. You're gonna watch the game on Saturday?
Yeah.
It's early.
I'm gonna watch it. Some bagels and eggs and bacon.
It's like 7 a.m., isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I come over?
You want to?
Kind of.
Yeah, come on over.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Maybe bring some champagne.
Let's do it.
Scramble some eggs.
And watch some soccer.
Old school.
That's not the Olympics.
No, it's not, but it was in front of probably the biggest crowd, I think, in lacrosse history. 55,000 people in that game. That's what we want to get to. I'm just making up segues.
No, it was good segue.
Biggest crowd? That will be eclipsed one day by a PLL game.
Damn right.
And what else do I got to show you?
Breaking Bad.
Oh my God, this is such
a throwback.
Such a legendary glove. My favorite show, top 2 for sure, of all time.
Yeah.
Number 1 would probably be Game of Thrones. Number 2, Breaking Bad. Number 3, toss up between Sopranos and The Wire.
I like the Atlas shoes.
These were sent to me right after or maybe right before the 2020 season, and obviously never worn because I got traded. And it's called The Social Code. It's one of my favorite books to read. It's really fast. It talks about how to build a brand really fast and in a modern way around social, digital, and email versus before all that technology existed. How much money it costs to build a brand. Mad Men, which would be probably my 4th or 5th favorite show. They talk about that, the industrial advertising complex. God, it costs so much damn money. And that goes back to like PLL.
There we are.
Our money ball of pro sports. We don't have access to Michael Jordan,
Sadly.
Like the NBA did in the 80s. So we're just going to find our way to beat how long it took the NBA to get to where they are without having Michael Jordan. It's smarter, more creative, more efficient. Touring, social, attention, virality, awesome sponsors.
Videos like this.
Yeah. Actually, I think one of the modern versions of pro sports that's working is F1, and they create when they come to the U.S. maybe once or twice a year. They create that festival atmosphere. That is what we're trying to build with the championship series. So the St. James venue is a world-class facility that has just about everything. We're taking it over. It's going to be PLL wrapped. The inside is going to be this experience when you walk in. There's going to be fan zones, there's going to be field side seats, there's going to be beer garden, there's going to be live music. We want you to come in there and feel like you're at an F1 event. So our operations team, our marketing team, our ticketing team is really working creatively, and the 3D renderings and everything they built, like fucking amazing. And I think that when you go, you will not be disappointed. You're gonna have access to players, access to coaches. It's basically because it's single site and over a week. Imagine during our regular season slate is when we end up in Philadelphia for the championships, that's spread out for a week. And that's how we're thinking about it creatively. So when the players get on site, that'll be on a Sunday. Training camp will begin. So like we do at Albany ahead of week 1, they're just going to be grinding, going in and out, getting served food, sleeping well, getting prepared for sixes, which I think is a different version of ball. And I say different ball, basketball. It's going to look a lot like that, where you pick up a rebound, you go up the flanks, you try to get transition. If not, you settle on the offense, you head back the other way. Like, I think it's the fucking best version of lacrosse that a lot of people are knocking down. But when you see it happen with the athleticism and skill lacrosse is heading towards, it's a hybrid. You'll see traditional outdoor American lacrosse and long distance shots happening with a 2-point arc at 13 yards. You'll have the traditional box Canadian style too, when it's settled and go kind of inside shooting pick and roll. The differentiator, which I think is pretty cool to see between sixes and call it 10s, is that if you miss the net, it goes in the other direction. To me, that's actually universal language, more legible for a fan. If you're not a lacrosse fan, you see a ball miss the net and guys like run with their sticks out and then stop and then possession is awarded. You're like, what just happened? So I think the rules are actually really cool. So let me get back on track. Training camps happened. There's going to be a fan immersion opportunity within that, and definitely when the round robin games begin. So games are shorter. There's a lot of back and forth. There's 12 players per team. Rosters are going to be announced on my birthday.
Woo! Happy birthday, Paul.
And that was purely random. Now, if I was playing, then it would be weird, wouldn't it?
It would be kind of weird. Because people would be like, oh, Paul's league.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Paul. You're on the roster.
Strange.
But we're not going to tell them the date. Only the real ones know when your birthday is. So
Noti squad knows. There's 12 players per team. So that goes back to it feeling like hoops. 5 players on the field on both sides at once and then a goalie. Quarters are 8 minutes. So it's like basketball in high school. 8, 16, 24, 32. So I think it's going to be about a little bit under 90 minutes on a broadcast all in. We'll have halftime and all that stuff. So it's going to feel fast, but there's still going to be a lot of meat on the bone as there are in high school basketball. That's how I think about it. Round robin, teams will play 2 games in a day. So you get a lot of opportunity to see the best players kind of excel. And then we move to the semifinals on February 25th, the championship on February 26th. So there's a bye in between the round robins and the knockout stage. And I think it's going to be so good, such that in 2023, 2024, and beyond, teams at the end of the regular season are going to be fighting to finish in the top 4. They did this year, but after this championship series, when wages are on the line, when attention through our network partner in ESPN, we'll have some linear windows as well as E+, people are just going to want to fucking kill for it. So I'm super excited. Tickets, they are on sale as of today. All access passes. So that means you get everything.
all of it.
Yeah. Brett and I will be there. So we'll give you a high five.
Maybe you can
Just
get on the
like
vlog.
This. Well, there's more to that I'm seeing. The all access pass is at a 35% discount versus if you buy a single day ticket. So you get all of them. Then there are add-ons availability, one to the beer garden. And there is group discounts if you have 10 or more people in your party you want to come. Email tickets@premierlacrosseleague.com for the hookup, and you might hear from Jared Smalley.
We love Jared.
Jared's a beast.
That's a state of the league graduate.
Can you cut to him? Just give him a shout out.
Millions of people for every venue right now.
For every venue, the best option is going to be email tickets@premierlacrosseleague.com. We'll get you hooked up with somebody on our staff. We'll get you taken care of.
Nice job, Jared. Before we do the closing giveaway, one more thing. In a date yet to be determined, but probably soon, you will be able to buy single day passes if that's what you fancy, and multi-day passes. But right now we're really emphasizing the all access everything because that's the best.
It's the best deal. Before you wrap, I don't think we talked about the ability for field seats, suites.
Dude, field seats
Live
and
music.
suites. Yeah. Do you get that in the all access?
It's another add-on.
It's another add-on. I think the suites are going to go faster than anything else. And then field side is going to be in addition to President's Row. So it's just like a regular game, except the field side, because it's a smaller venue, is really going to feel like
a basketball
courtside
court.
seats.
Yeah.
So join me on the field.
I'll be working.
And we'll be able to do that. And who are you picking to win?
I'm going to go with the Atlas.
You are?
Yeah, sorry.
Shit.
Was that
Even
who you were going
without
to go
Ben
with?
Rubior.
I think so.
We haven't talked about that.
No.
What do you think?
Shocker.
Who do you think's going to be the coach?
Bill Belichick.
I should call him.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I can't disclose that.
Oh, okay. Do you rig the league?
Yeah, you knew that. Dude, by the way, though, so I found this
Computer?
I haven't been on I found a computer. I got into this desktop. I have old PLL pitch decks.
Wow.
This is our seed deck. This is the player deck.
Well, look at that logo.
Yeah, look at the OG logo.
Damn.
Premier Lacrosse League. This is how we pitched it. Single entity ownership, central headquarters, league structure. This is like pure save the league stuff, right?
Yeah, we should do another episode on just this.
Where were we? My prediction on the Champ Series winner. I gotta say, I think Atlas is pretty loaded.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty pissed off too.
I think it's Atlas or Archers. Because Archers they just have such good attackmen.
I feel like Chrome's pretty fit for this too.
I don't know
And
who
then the
on
Whips,
Chrome.
I actually really like Stags. He's very innovative with his way of processing the game, and there's so much room to coach and change the style of coaching. I think that's what happened in the World Games in Alabama is that the Canadian team figured it out pretty quickly, the subbing patterns and stuff, because this is a fast game. So coaches will really come into play here on that. How should we do this giveaway?
We got one per team.
So let's start with the Whips. So comment below if you want the Whip Snakes All Access Pass by telling me year one, championship game against the Redwoods, fourth quarter, coming out of a timeout right before Rambo scored.
Gets topside. Rambo scores!
Who started with the ball? Atlas, inaugural season training camp down at IMG. I was playing on the team. We had a starting defender at the time who was the team captain for Australia. Who is that player? Archers. Over their 4 seasons, counting the championship series in 2020, who has the most goals in total in that uniform?
In the Archers uniform. And what is the total?
Yeah.
That
Last
was-
one for Chrome, who registered the most wins last year
Oh, the quick feed! It's good! It's over!
in the regular season. Who was the Chrome's number 1 pick in last year's draft?
That's an easy one.
That was a shocker. We got to give an easy one then, right? Not everything's got to be difficult, bro.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, just the odds to win that one are a lot lower. When should this window close?
Right away, honestly. The answers should be in there, so we'll just comment under them. Say
Okay.
congratulations.
As soon as I see the
Yeah,
right
let's
answer.
shut it down. Anyway, quiz to finish up. The what, the why, championship series. Remember, Olympics, tonnage, player wages, time of year. The design. We want to continue to move in the direction of pro sports leagues. Have a fucking amazing experience. PLO championship, the Super Bowl, F1, UFC main event. Like when you go, you're a part of the momentum, you're a part of the journey, you're a part of the energy in the room, and how you can be a part of it. All access passes are available soon, single day, multi-day, all the add-ons. Come on the field with me, buy a suite, get in the beer garden, and we'll see you very soon.
Great vlog.
Left-handed.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, and go USA, beat the Dutch.
see you for eggs.